Sorry. Where's my Kubera? Kubera. Hello, everybody. Mwah, 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 mwah. Kisses on your kisses. Nuzzles on your wuzzles. To free my nose from this dirt. My right ear doesn't even hear anything. We are back with more Le Kubera. Le Kubera is a story. It is indeed a story. And last time, kind of stopped in the middle of the good on Monday because my German internet decided to say bye-bye. It's a preemptive measure so that my router maybe doesn't overheat, so that everything is okay. I did turn off my internet for like the last half hour before the stream in the hope that maybe that can help a bit. Maybe I can do that always for now, but I don't know. I just don't trust this country anymore. Or maybe it's the city. But yeah, we were in the middle of the sequence. Like, good was more of a... Hello there, love the title. Thank you, Stefan. I also love the title. We basically... I mean, there was the thing that Utah being a Shura got outed to everybody. And then, like, the biggest part is just Utah being a Shura got outed to everybody. Utah being a hornball, like, very horny, but also, like, at least somewhat hinted at by Kazakh. And then we also had the discussion between Asha, Ran, and Lise, if it was the right thing to not tell Lise that Utah was a high-ranking Shura, or if it was not the right thing to do. I am currently still on the side of Asha, that it was the right decision to not tell her, because Lise would have shitted on Utah. And if that was the case, Asha would have needed to fight against Utah. And you know what that also would have meant? One of them would have died. And I do think Asha would be able to defeat Utah? Actually, I'm not entirely sure. So which country did you extradite yourself to? Pyromania. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just going to burn down Germany so long until they have better internet. We got this stuff last time. We're about 3/4 through or something. Asha defeat. Oh yeah, that's right. That's also a big problem. Nah. So in a way, if Asha told Lise that Utah is a high-ranking Shura, then it is very likely that either Asha and Lise, or just Asha, would have died. If Asha had told Lise that Utah was a high-ranking Shura, and it would have resulted in some form of battle, because Lise would attack him and be like, "You lied to me, you're a Shura, I hate you!" And Utah just protects him or something, and because he protects him, accidentally hurts Lise, and then Asha is like, well, you hurt Lise. Lise, you want my help, right? I need to fight, man, oh yeah. I don't know. I'm on Asha's side. It's the right thing not to tell her. We had this part. I think we're about here. It's true, isn't it? After a great upheaval, all of the high-ranked Shuras were trapped in Shura world, and there are only inferior ones in the human world. It was only recently that Ananta clan high-ranked Shuras appeared out of nowhere and attacked the city. It would have made sense for there to be no high-ranked Shura around at the time before you guys came to Misty Shore. In most people's minds, including Lise, high-ranked Shuras were inconceivable. The most you might have heard about them was that the Garuda clan was responsible for the Red Sky incident. Yeah, and the Red Sky incident is exactly the incident that is about the freaking home. And even then, only people with connections in the magic community could know that almost no civilians knew. What? They're calling for support in Altera? So they really are high-rank Shuras. This doesn't concern you, so just go the other way with Asha. Which means, you, Asha, may have known about high-rank Shuras at the time. But at least the word a high-rank Shura would have only referred to one in the world. I wish I could just forget it. She said she kept the truth from me for my own sake, but I shouldn't feel bad that they misunderstood me. It's still 1,000 times better than keeping it a secret because they didn't trust me, right? Of course, of course. Can't see any of your companions today. Okay, who's talking there? Oh, Kazak. Doesn't it bother you, wandering around alone at night? Ah, well, I'm just staying just over there. I was just heading home to get some sleep. We're here to see Asha, she's not here. Have you read the book I told you about? Not yet. I went to the library, but they were all checked out. Guess it's a pretty popular book. I asked Ran to buy a copy for me, but he avoided the subject. I thought so, which is why I brought you a copy. Biology of Shura, N year 15, revised version, 16 plus. No more boring textbooks. Differentiated reproductive parts. Clear and direct explanations. Stories that every parent needs to hear. Told by 21 people from each species. Includes easy to understand, high quality illustrations. The age rating. Oh, there are pictures too? Read the whole thing. Even if it takes you all night, before Yuta enters the city. Yuta entering the city? How? There's still so many people opposed to it. There's something that only he can do. What? What? Oh! Oh! Quick Fury. Quickie Fury. Yuta is Chaos. Yuta is from Chaos Tribe. Can Yuta reactivate the Barrier of Chaos, maybe? Maybe that's gonna be the argument for as long as Theo is missing, Yuta can reactivate the Barrier of Chaos so that the safety of the entire city is like bigger again. Could be. Seems very likely to me. My ear is so freaking pressing into me. I don't know what's going on here. I'm still in denial. Theo is alive. Theo is alive. Nah, I think Theo is dead, but Theo will be alive. Theo will be revived. You asked her what it would be like to befriend an enemy. If I were Elise, I would have punched you right in the face. Can't believe just let it slide as a joke at the time. If you wanted to get a proper reaction, you should have asked her what if someone close to you were a high-rank Shura, rather than what if you befriended a high-rank Shura. It may seem like the same thing, but it's completely different. You're smart, so surely you must know that. Should have asked her what if someone close, what if you befriended a high-rank Shura. Yuta was already in the city when the Chaos Barrier was missing and the barrier didn't activate. But I mean, I know that Theo, for example, didn't need to stay at like some sort of thing to activate the barrier. But maybe, I don't know entirely how it works, because for the other barriers it was like, you need to be at like a certain space to control it, but you don't need to be there actively to have it all the time. So maybe Yuta needs to go to the orb to like register or something, like register, if like, yeah, I'm here as well, and now it can absorb my vigor, or in his case, like, Shura energy or something. Do they also call it vigor? I don't know. He gotta sign some documents before he can activate the barrier, yeah. By the way, the blog post says Kazak was one of the 21 people interviewed for that book. Hello, Ruby, welcome to the stream. It's nice to have you. I mean, it makes sense, Corey, because there's not that many dragons you can ask, right? I don't see the big difference between the way this is asked. What if someone close to you were a high-rank Shura? Or what if you befriended a high-rank Shura? Like, what if someone close to you were a high-rank Shura? Then that would make Lise think, who are the people close to me? Like Asha, Yuta? What if one of them were high-rank Shuras? But if it was like, what if you befriended a high-rank Shura? Well, I know that they are a high-rank Shura, but I befriended them. I don't see the big, like, one thing is, you are already close to a person, and then you find out that they are high-rank Shura. And the other is, you know they are a high-rank Shura, and you befriend them. Like, the one thing is, you learn about it, and the other thing is, you befriended them because, or like, even though you already knew? What if a high rank Shura was like a person close to you? It's like the difference of, in one side you don't know, or you only learn it after you got close to them, and the other one is you already know that they are high rank Shura and then befriend them. What if a high rank Shura was like a person close? Man. May seem like the same thing, but you know. If someone close to me were a high rank Shura, like you or Yuta, or that half we met yesterday, I would be okay with it. At first I might be a bit afraid, but you're all nice people. But how would you ask me that? Isn't that Redbird the only high rank Shura anyway? The thing is, if that's like your big point, this is only a... You don't know. It's like, what if you did this? It would have probably gone way better. No, you don't know. It could have gone horrible. Now you're imagining, oh yeah, if I asked this, she would probably be fine with it. No, you don't know. It's like the big what if scenario. You never know if she would have been fine with that. She could have... She doesn't necessarily need to say, I would be okay with it at first. At first I might be a bit scared. She could be like, I would feel betrayed. Yeah, the conflict is good at showing how proper communication can avoid issues. It's also nice how it was handled, adding Ran as an outside observer to solve the misunderstanding between Lisa and Asha. Like, this is only one possible outcome for this different thing. It could be, I would be okay with it. At first maybe a bit scared, but you guys are nice. But it could also be like, I would not be okay with it. I would be scared because I felt like they were trying to get close to me to use me or something. If you got bitten by a dog as a child and your parents ask you, what if we got a dog? I mean... Yes, no? I obviously see what you guys mean, but it's also... It's too easy to make it up to be like, this is exactly how it would have gone, right? It's too easy to say, this is the 100% way of... What if one of your friends saw the dog? Woof woof, bark bark. Hi, yes, but that isn't Lise. She isn't the type of person to hold a grudge. I mean, it's not necessarily holding a grudge, it's like being mistrusting or something. And being like, scared. It's not grudge in a way. You really see Lise to be the type of person to have all Shura hate all Shura because one Shura ruined her life. Lise of all people. Kinda. Not least of all people, but like, yes, she's more accepting of others, but she is specifically was very much hating on Shuras. For Asha and Ran at this point, they can say with some certainty since they know Lise enough by now. It's just like, okay. Even though she's an innocent being, it was still kind of possible, but not 100%, I guess. If we're being, like, trying to think she's an innocent being, she trusts people, she's like, she would be like... The problem is even, like, if at this point she learned, like, where we see here this picture, if at this point she learned that Yuta was a high-ranking Shura, she would be devastated. She would be like, what, you're saying there's another one? What kind of Shura is Yuta? What? Because she would, first of all, be like, maybe a Shura different from being like a bird would be somewhat more acceptable. But when she learns that Yuta is also part of the bird tribe, then she would be like, also like more shook. Or, Yuta, are you related to the bird that destroyed my village? Like, that could be also a thought process in her, like, quick brain. And she 100% would not have the same relationship with Yuta as if she learned only very recently, like during like in the war thing, that Yuta was a Shura. She would not have the same relationship because they got much closer because Lise thought he was a younger child, or even though he treated her like him like a little brother and took care of him and didn't care much about body distance, was able to interact with him. But if she knew he was a Shura, the interactions would have gone completely different. So yeah, maybe they would have been still gotten along or okayish friends, but they would 100% have a different kind of relationship, if any at all. Asha has been around at least long enough to understand that Lise isn't the type of person who would be angry at Yuta for another Shura actions. Ron sees that goodness in Lise, even though he had been around Lise less. Asha also is... Asha in a way is very overprotective, if we can call it that, right? She's like, just to be sure, let's keep it out of her, because what she doesn't know can't hurt her at all. I would not say badly. She just doesn't even want to have the chance of hurting Lise emotionally, which is also like, yeah, she did cut off Lise's head, but Asha is problematic in her own way. No, Lise, there may be another high-ranked Shura aside from him, who has remained in the human world for exceptional reasons. The more cynical view of people, and from her thoughts last episode, she also feels some sort of envy of Lise. Was it towards Lise? I thought it was towards Yuta. Like, I know, you're probably right, Corey, but in a way, I interpreted it in the way of like, Asha compared herself to Yuta, as Yuta is a very dangerous being, a Shura that could kill and hurt so many people. And she is also, apparently has killed a lot of people, that had her planet thing. She is looked at as a strong but dangerous magician. She is also seen as like cynical, pragmatical, maybe a bit of a sociopath. So in my head, I thought it was towards Yuta, because it's like, even though Yuta is so dangerous, Ran and Lise both care about him and would side with him. But neither of them have really said they would side with me. They always were like, I would stay by Yuta's side if something bad happened to him. But they never really got the thing of like, I would stay with you, Asha, if something bad were to happen. But yeah, I guess it was about. I think Lise would definitely act differently towards Yuta, but I don't think he would reject him. He was thinking about how people always see Lise as innocent and Asha as a villain. Some of them might be on the human side. Wow, really? Who? Like who? It still seems a bit early to tell you. I'll let you know later. What? Later when? Yeah, if I had just asked her like that at the time. It's not a big deal. All you have to do is think of it from Lise's perspective. Our genius is always like that. They often seem to forget to consider things from other people's perspectives. What I was referring to as well. Like my brothers, maybe it's because he finished the elite course like you, but he always says stuff like, man, do you have even a brain? Anyway, sometimes in life there are misunderstandings. And when there are, you can resolve them with communication. But it doesn't look like you even intend on talking to Lee. Why wouldn't you listen when she said that it wasn't true? Then, as if it weren't enough for you to ignore her and draw your own conclusion, you say, she's pretending to be nice? What did Lise ever do to you? I didn't mean to, but I didn't mean to butt in. There's a T missing, right? I didn't mean to butt in, since it's not my business. Plus, I'll be leaving you both soon enough. But this looks like it's getting out of hand. You two really don't get along at all. Seems like Lise lets you treat her the way that you do, since she has nowhere else to turn to after losing her home. And in your case, I guess it's a sense of responsibility, guilt, something like that is keeping you from abandoning her. Yeah, typo. But nothing will get better if you two carry on like this. Lise has gotten noticeably timid. Listen, why don't I take custody of Lise instead? The thing is, there's more to why Asha cares about Lise. Asha also somewhat sees, I think Asha does see herself a bit in Lise. Which might sound weird, because we know how Asha was even like very stoic and weird even as she graduated from like the university and stuff, and she was younger than Lise at that point. But if we go back, maybe on her home planet, before the whole disaster struck and she had to kill people, she had to survive and escape to the planet that she is on now, maybe she was an innocent being. Maybe she was just like Lise, but that innocence got lost the moment home got destroyed. She had to be serious, and maybe on the way to the new world, she a lot of humans also like treated her badly. And so she sees the innocence in Lise. And to protect the innocence of Lise, she basically treats her just like that. Like a child that doesn't know better. That needs protection in every sense of the word. Just like never letting her even think for herself. Because if she thinks for herself and needs to act on her own, she will lose the childlike innocence. Completely talking out of my ass. But I just want to think that there is some deeper reason for why Asha is so overprotective. Ash has been treating Lise really badly. So Ran is well within his right to ask this. I was actually really angry with Asha at this point, and it was like, yes, go with Ran here. I would understand both sides. In the end, it's also up with Lise. But if you ask Lise, I don't even know what she would say. We all just hit a communication topic. But in a way, isn't Ran also not doing that right now? He's like saying, in your case, I guess it's a sense of responsibility, guilt, something like that is keeping you from abandoning her. Why is he not asking, what do you feel? Is it like that? He's just putting his ideas onto Asha right now as well. I need to continue reading to see if Asha tells him his opinion. But in a way, Ran is not doing the communication advice that he's given. He's saying, this is what I think, 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 and I think you should give custody of Lise to me. I am on your side that Ran is in a way a better person, or at least nicer, but he is also, at least in this conversation part so far, he didn't let Asha contradict or give her opinion. Lise, are you really not coming out to see me? Who's this black-haired boy hanging around the checkpoint? Sir Kazakh, you stopped Lise from coming out, didn't you? You're taking this too far. There's no need for this. Clearly see that Asha was staying quiet instead of saying anything. Yes? Yes. Because she's being bombarded. He's being bombarded. Asha doesn't talk about her past. We know that, yes. She doesn't open up. And, so, Asha doesn't like to talk about that. But that obviously that problem makes a problem out of the communication. But it's a completely different topic as well. It's like Asha doesn't open up to her past, so that's the can of worms that Ran would need to open up. That Ran would need to infiltrate to find out why is Asha like this. This is one of those things where it's always nice to see what different people think about it. Feel free to cook. It's nice to listen. So I guess you're on Asha's side here. I'm not necessarily on Asha's side. I just don't think she's the baddie. I think it's too easy to see like black and white always. If like Ran is the good side and Lise should go with Ran. What all that Asha did was horrible. No. I can't say it like that. Asha did things because she thought that was the best case scenario. Yes, she did treat Lise like a very protected and child that didn't know anything. But Lise is exactly that. A child that doesn't know anything about the world, that was just in the village, and probably doesn't even know the truth about her own village, about her own parents, and all of that stuff. So, I can see both sides of like, treat her with more respect and talk openly about her, make her an equal, and also protect her because she doesn't know too much, let her slowly ease into the world. I made a mistake when I thought it at the time, because I really didn't think there was any other way. I won't think anything like that again. So please just let Lise come and see me. Interesting to see different perspectives. I definitely had a negative opinion of Asha at this point. For me, the story is actually trying to make you think Asha is okay since she is the companion. So hard for me. What's so hard for you? You want me to put this on? You know very well, Mr. Kazakh, I feel uncomfortable wearing human clothes. And what's up with this color? Lise told me to give it to you. What a great shirt! I love it! He's such a simp. And don't hang around so close to the checkpoint. Can you see the people huddled together by the window up there who are staring at you? Is that Rakshasa? He looks just like a regular human with those clothes on. Will it bite us if we get close? No, I went out and tried talking to it a bit this afternoon, but I guess it can talk because it's a Rakshasa, so it just smiled at me. Smiling? It's adorable. Should I go and try talking to it too? Adorable? Don't kid yourself. It's still a Shura. Its Shura form must be hideous. I still like it. I feel so safe knowing that we have a Rakshasa on our side. Safe? What if he suddenly changes his mind in the city? I heard it's already been in the city because Asha vouched for him. If it were evil, it would have already caused trouble. Yeah, I heard there are a lot of people who support it. And didn't Agni Agni herself? That's interesting. Let him enter the city? Still can't believe that it's on our side. Who knows, maybe it's only acting because it's after something. They're not watching me with any ill will. Aside from a few people, it seems like they're all on my side. Even you're disliked by people who hate halves, you know? Plus, I look much more human in my human form than you do, Mr. Kazak. See, you may not be able to wear long sleeve shirts like this, but they look great on me. You're such a dipshit. I was going to do this part. Anyway, I got to go soon, so if I randomly stop talking, I'm gone. I look forward to watching more later. It's okay, Piper. Thank you for spending some of your time here. Being active. My head hurts. I heard from Asha that you smashed my earring. Sorry, I'll wait here in silence. yeah, show that dipshit what he's on. Mr. Kazak, you promised me two things once since I developed. Promise number 1, season 1, episode 57. Promise number 2, season 1, episode 61. Yeah, I don't remember. Ah, right, I remember that now. Start by handing over my earrings. I'm sorry. Or would you like to help me with something? It may be a chance for you to get some support from the villagers. I'll say she's my aunt and uncle's adopted daughter. My aunt and uncle's adopted daughter, but I'll be the one actually supporting her. My aunt's maiden name is Hayas, which makes her a distant relative of Lee's, so the two will feel close to each other. I'm going to be a double A soon, which means I'll have a decent job, lots of money, and the ability to support her. Is it actually true that his aunt is a distant relative? I mean, he's saying it like he knows it, but he can't know it. Like, he's just... I mean, yeah, his aunt might be Eileen Hayas, but he can't be certain that the Hayas are connected to each other. He's just pulling it out of his arse that they might be distant relatives. Yeah, but only because somebody shares the same last name doesn't make them, yeah. Probably just assuming, but the way it was written, it seems like he's announcing it like it's a thing. I support her for whatever she wants, whether it's to attend a magic academy, martial arts university, or guild membership. May think it's a waste of money to support someone who won't live long. Anyway, but that only makes me want to make her dreams come true even more. It would be a shame for her to spend her life like this. Don't just stand there with your mouth shut. Tell me what you think. How does my proposal sound? It sounds fine. Ah, good, I knew it. Knew she didn't want to take care of Lise. I didn't intend on staying with Lise any longer anyway. Going to split up soon. You can take care of Lise after that, Mr. Ansyrov. Alright, then let's do that. She doesn't want to say that. She's just saying that now because Run has put in the idea into her head that this is for the best for Lise. She wants to do what's best for Lise. And Run has said, you don't want to even take care of her, right? I can do so much better for her. I'm so much better. I mean, Run does not mean any bad with what he says. But Asha is just saying it because she now is thinking like, yeah, he's probably right. He's better. He's just built different. Good morning, Run. Oh, how did you sleep? She looks happy. She left without eating dinner yesterday. Has she already forgotten? Good morning, Asha. Good morning, Mr. Landlord. Good morning to everyone. Good morning. I was wrong. Judging from the way she's overdoing it, she must still be depressed. Now, I think she's traumatized. I think she read the book. And is traumatized. Please, aren't you hungry? You didn't eat anything last night. Want me to buy you something to eat? Huh? Really? Hey, Asha, Ran said he's buying us back breakfast. Asha Rahiro. Huh? You need to go to the Forest of Confusion right now. Apparently Yuta found Theo, but something's not right. What do you mean something's not right? She's dead? He is actually so much better for Lise, since he isn't such a bitch to Lise, unlike Asha. He does fight back against her, Piper, right? Like, well, Asha is more of a bitch towards Lise. Should be Force of Chaos, by the way. I get it, yeah. Run also fights back and is being like... It's like... Run is more like a big brother personality, and it's like... If I had to give them role names, Run is more like a big brother, or like the cool uncle, or something like that. A guy who's there to fight back against the person who is on a similar level, who understands them and can deal with them. Meanwhile, Asha is an overprotective mother. Asha is an overprotective mother that thinks she knows the best, and whatever she thinks is the best must be the best for sure. Because she is doing fine. She became a pretty, like, strong and powerful person. So she knows best. Follow what she knows best. Asha is not a good person, but she's doing the things because she thinks they are good. No matter what happened to Asha, I don't think it gives her an excuse to insult Lise so much and damage Lise's confidence so much. Yeah, it happened over time with everything that Asha took away her own like decision making and babyfied Lise, infantilized Lise in a way. But I cannot say, because I'm also interpreting of like, maybe in the future Asha would have given Lise more of a leash. Of like, at first I need to be super protective, because she was just traumatized by the potential death of all of her close people. And she's scared, she doesn't know the outside world. So I need to like hold her extremely close to me and maybe do some things that make her less confident. But then later I could let her a bit more freedom. I don't know. I don't know. How often does an overprotective mom slap their child so hard that they bleed? More than you think, Stipan, right? Let's be honest. Rana also hits Run. I knew it. I could sense something near here, but I thought it was strange that there wasn't anything around. Turns out it was covered by a transcendental aura. Strange. Doesn't seem like something that would be worth hiding like that. No matter how great a person is, once they die, isn't that the end? What value does a person's corpse have? Here she is. Please, are you ready yet? You'd better hurry if you're going to go with Asha. I'm coming! Usually the first one running down the stairs. What's taking her so long to prepare today? I know you love your new clothes, but do you really need to put them all on at once? I just suddenly felt so chilly. She's covering up all of her skin. She's covering up all of her skin so that Yuta doesn't see it. No food value for Yuta. Ah. Cold? The girl who walks around with exposed arms and legs even in the waterway? Are you sure you're not sick? Why don't you rest at home? That's okay. Ran cannot go with them because there will be a half. I'm going to go with Asha. Yuta! Wow, I know I picked those clothes, but they really look good on you. What of you? When I went with Run to buy those clothes a few days ago, you and Run are similar in height, but you are much thinner. Please, why are you wearing so many layers? Did someone tell you to... sorry, judging from the expression on your face, I guess you don't like the shirt I chose. It's not that, Lise. I really like these clothes. Your clothes just look kind of hot. If you don't like them, I'll tell Run and buy you some new ones. Mr. Kazak, what the hell did you tell Lise? Yep, she def read the whole book. Definitely did. Let go of me, sir. I didn't say anything about clothes. Whatever, just stop it. It's gross. Asha. Huh? What happened? 1, 2, 1, 2. It's like she wanted to be like, Asha! And now she's doing like, I did not wave to a person. No, 1, 2, 1, 2. But Asha is just not communicative. Even after a lesson of Run of being like, you need to communicate with somebody. Tell them about your feelings. Ask them what their opinion is. And that will strengthen a relationship. Asha does not do that. Because Asha is building barriers. Asha is building walls. She's not writing anything on her walls. She's just building those walls and not communicating in any way. She's shutting herself off. Because that's the way she always did it. Be separating yourself from everybody else, because that's safe. Hurt people, right? If you don't have anyone close to you, at least you cannot get hurt. Wow, Lise always looks hot to Yuta. Crazy. Those clothes look hot. Tibo, if Ran could heal from fatal injury, Rana would never kill him. And if she had two, she would definitely kill him. Probably be very sympathetic, but beforehand. Never kill him. Had two, Hey Lise, I'll explain it to you. Ah, okay. You said that you had disappeared after that day, so I prepared myself for the worst. Being in person, like this, is a shock. I didn't think you would leave like that after surviving the great upheaval. We'll talk about that after we collect the bodies. We heard that you call us here because you don't have a way of getting rid of this ice. Certainly cold, but is this really ice? Not melting or slippery at all. Where's Gandava, by the way? I lost track of where Gandava was. For now, we know that it's not magic or a transcendental spell. If it were, the spell that created this ice should have vanished along with the ice. Since Yuta's special powers are what break magical and transcendental spells. Jeez, those powers are so useful when we have them on our side. I would hate to face them as an enemy. That's especially why we need to keep him on our side. People only ever think of their immediate safety, which prevents them from considering the future. Pretty clear where Yuta would go if the humans reject him. This ice would have been created to protect the names of the bodies from the prying eye of the underworld. I know that used to happen a lot before the Great Upheaval. Ah, right, it used to be like that. As long as a person who dies before living out their full life can avoid being seen by the eye of the underworld, they can preserve the name. People who live out their full life register their name first in the underworld, which causes them to die. But people who die prematurely only realize that they are dead in the underworld, and then they have to register their name. They used to stop the bodies from decomposing to trick the eye. Until a mission arrived who could use resurrection magic. So resurrection magic does exist. Better to know beforehand. Gandava vanished after attack by the magicians. Tibo, yes, from a person you trust. If it was actual death, then no, but since Lise actually is alive afterwards. Wonky here. It was a very difficult and costly spell, but as long as it wasn't someone from whom the gods particularly had their eyes on, they could be saved that way. But we don't have their magic now, do we? It's impossible to turn them back with Hoti Ashwins. Asha is thinking, I have that magic. God of Deaths are the ones writing the name. If you have any doubts about what he explained, we can clarify later. I didn't want to stop the flow here. I read it as when somebody dies, their, let's call it soul, goes to the underworld. And because their soul went to the underworld, the God of Death like marks them as like present, like roll call class style or something. But because Asha was like still in the process of dying and then got frozen, she technically is now in a Schrödinger's Theo situation, Schrödinger Theo, where it's like she might be dying, but the ice is keeping her alive in a way that she's frozen. She's not dead, she's just frozen. So the God of the Underworld doesn't have her noted down as like present in the classroom. I don't know. I'm curious as to whether this trick really fooled the gods, Mr. Claude. Before, told me that you could tell which people don't have much life left in them, right? Can you also see how much life is left in people who are already dead? Probably wouldn't be able to tell if the underworld has already realized that the person is dead and has registered the name Theodor Khan, right? But if this eyes really has saved them from the eye of the underworld, how amusing. Right now in this situation, you're actually curious about the life of someone who's already dead? Ah, yeah, Asha. It's not like there's any way to bring her back, so just forget it. You'll just get yourself all depressed. You should focus on figuring out what this ice is and finding a way to move the bodies. You guys tried Parvati Agni? I tried, but it didn't work. Maybe if Agni were to come here in person. People have lifespans where they'll die regardless. They die from an accident. Before that, a god has registered in the underworld. Freezing stops that. It's a bit complicated, but interesting piece of lore. Now, enough of that useless chat. Let's try to find a way to get rid of the ice. You know very well it isn't useless talk. Why are you acting like you don't know? Sounded so to me that day by saying that what you said after a card game. You knew everything. Don't do this. I know what you're thinking. Don't do it, Asharahiro. Use the spell here. Everyone on this planet will find out about its existence. Try to think rationally about why God only allowed you to use that spell. And what kind of problems would arise if people knew about that. So, Claude knows that Asha can use resurrection magic. But how does Claude know? Because he's like a priest of death and has like a better look at like death stuff, so he knows more about that? I don't know. Claude is such a closed book. What kind of problem would arise if people knew about it? He's not that important of a person. Not to you. Who exactly are trying to bring back her back to life for? I wonder... The thing is here, I see Asha here in the... Is this... Okay, this is the taboo. I did not read anything. I just want to see if there was the... If this was a new arc or not. I see her here. But that could just be a flashback. That could just be a flashback. That doesn't mean that she's necessarily being really being revived here. Yeah, Timo, exactly. Could just be a flashback in a way. Theo, yeah, sorry. I'm talking. The names come out, but I mean the right thing, but I'm not saying the right thing. Because I am never wrong. Nice, the copium is now going the other way. Now, I do think she's going to be revived. But... Oh, I do think she's going to be revived. But I am not saying that this chapter is going to be the one where she gets revived. I'm not going to say that. Now we are in the last chapter of the good. So I ran off by myself. But then the barrier of chaos broke. But Theo... Honestly, I wasn't expecting much since the barrier still wasn't restored yet. Everyone was saying, let's go find Theo, but I think they would have been happy even if we had just found a trace of her. Now, what's this? What is this ice? Hang in there, Power. We'll find a way. At this point, yeah, things are being set up where it's becoming more likely. I was wrong. No matter what Theo said, I should have stayed there and fought by her side. How would that be any better? Then there would only be more people dead. Fighting together doesn't necessarily mean you would win. Ah, is she just being polite? Oh my god, he's learning about being polite. You'd better be glad that no one can hear what you're saying. Your personality has gotten kind of strange as you've grown. Did it? Isn't this part... Wasn't he always like this? Like, the horny part is new, yeah, but wasn't he always also like this pragmatic? Like, people are just food. Prey needs to be eaten. Wasn't he always like this? Come on, I'm still not at the point where I need advice from a dragon, Mr. Kazak. At least I try not to show my bad side to the person that I like. Are you the same way? Yuta, what do you think? Is there anything we can do? Shake. Dang, what a shame. See, so Yuta hasn't thought of anything either. I hope Asha can find a way to resolve this. Asha won't be able to do much either. I feel like he changed and became more cynical. Yeah, maybe slightly. It looks impossible even to me. But the ice is melting and the forest is coming back to life. As if the attack that day never happened. I'm blowing my nose. Hate being sick. So Asha did use a spell, and that spell is like not only like a revival, but like almost turning back time. Oh, unfortunate for you, Miss Asha. You should really get rid of that weak card as soon as possible. You have any idea what you're saying? Well, I wouldn't. Wouldn't that mean that you wouldn't have to worry about her anymore? It doesn't look like she would have other people to look after her, and even if she were on her own, she looks like the type who would survive at all costs. Just let her be. Even if she survives, she's only got 10 years left to live anyway. Just let her be? Mr. Claude, Looks like you've investigated me quite a bit, but you don't know the most important thing. Me abandoning Lise. It's not as simple as it seems. Huh? Oh, there she is. What an anticlimactic reaction, Pyro. I understand. Huh. I don't like this. This is the Forest of Chaos. God, Asha, what are you doing here? Well, Todd, have you left Bryn Hello to go wandering around again? My sword. Where did my sword go? Where's Elvin? She was walking right there next to me. How far did she rewind? I have a feeling that Theo got rewinded to the time where she didn't even know Gandharva. She has no idea who Gandharva is. Turn it back. She can't even remember my arrival in Kali Bloom. I was mistaken. I tried to turn her memory back to the day of the attack, but I didn't think that the Barrier of Chaos would activate before they came back to life completely. I guess, so Asha is saying she wanted to turn it back to the day of the attack, but because the Barrier of Chaos got reactivated as soon as like a glimmer of life was inside of Theo, then the spell that she used lost some of its focus and got kind of chaotic and rewinded even more, I guess. By the way, Curry comments in the blog that Hoti Vishnu was used as an attack spell rather than recovery magic, like making people lose their memories in the middle of a fight or reverting a healing spell. I mean, yeah, I can see it. It's like the wrong way to use healing magic. And by wrong way, I mean like a creative way. I feel all stuffy. Have you seen Elwyn? Elwyn! By the way, I forgot where Elwyn was. Did she get freed from Maruna and the others, or was she still with them? That's it for me. You handle this. By wrong way, I mean the only correct way. Oh shit, the tile drop? Oh, wrong series. Hoti Vishnu. Turn back time for Theo using the Hoti Vishnu spell? Yes, and since that wasn't enough on its own to remove the eyes, I also turned back time for the surrounding area. Goodness, it means you can use Hoti Vishnu too? That spell hasn't worked at all since the Great Upheaval. I guess it only worked for Asha. Wait, you could use it. Why didn't she tell us until now? Yeah, if you can use Hoti Vishnu, then all of these people who died in the Shura raid. There have been so many times when we needed that spell. Now, be quiet everyone. I would have hidden it too if I were Asha. Since before the Great Upheaval, Hoti Vishnu has been an extremely difficult spell, and not many people have been able to use it. Because of that, the magicians who can use it have been dragged all over the place, and many went into hiding because they couldn't handle the stress. Do you have any idea how great this sense of burden and stress would be if you were the only one who could use that spell? Guys, imagine that each one of you is the only one able to use Hoti Vishnu. Would you really have told people about it? Yes, you have a point. You would have told people. No, you would have not. No, you would have not. Come on. It's always these kind of people. I would have told people. I would have become the hero for every... I hate those kind of fake people. I hate those kind of fake people. So Asha's able to use Hoti Vishnu. Then when she turned back my memory, that was... Oh, like when she... right, it's back there. I think back then I even said like she used some sort of Vishnu power, right? Brother Lutz and Eileen used to be the resurrection priestess before the cataclysm, so he knows what she's talking about. Okay, so it's even more personal for Lutz. Also, I think I like Lutz as a kid. I think I like him. He has a decent personality, he seems to be a good leader, he seems to be an overall good guy. Anyway, I'm just glad she revived. The good thing that Asha found a way to solve this just like he's wanted. I'm not sure, to me it doesn't look like such a good thing. Why not? Everyone's happy. For now, they are. Just wait a bit. Asha can turn back time? And Lise is now thinking, but why didn't Asha turn back time to revive my village? Especially because, like, technically if you think about it, the time frame of Theo death to Asha arriving at Lise destroyed village could technically mean she could have returned the village in like time and everything. Even if she said, I even turned back the surroundings time and everything. So she could have not only brought back Lisa's mother, but she could have maybe brought back everybody, maybe even brought back the village. That's what Elise thinks right now. In my head, I'm saying, we know that the spell is hard to use, it comes with its own share of dangers, and if Asha tried to do it, it could have come with consequences, it could have hurt her own, blah blah blah, right, you know? But Lise doesn't think that right now. Lise is probably thinking very simply, why didn't Asha rescue my family? Or my village? Who's that? Or palm trees? Psh. Their body seems to be, it seemed to be like, it's reconnecting here, like it's reforming. But there was also a red bird sitting right in the middle of the village. That's also true Stepan. It's also true Stepan. But technically they could have returned, right? Maybe Lise is thinking, after they escaped from Maruna, they could have returned to the village and then done that. Hey, Kali Bloom is safe. I met a magician walking along the path down there. That's Gandava, right? Still working, but stopping in to drop a like. That's Haku for you. Always dropping in with those likes. Hello there. I think Coinbot is dead today right away. Maybe I need to set Coinbot up again. Could be Gandava. He looks a bit more slimy, but he's with Elwyn. I met the magician walking along the path down here. He said they're still looking for Theo. You had better get back there. Shouldn't stay here all alone. Why don't you come with me to Kali Bloom? It would be dangerous if you were to run into a half hunter outside the city. I'm fine. Go by yourself. You run about half a day in that direction. You'll get there. Ah, thanks for telling me. Didn't you say you lost your pinky finger before? You've got another one? Just got regenerated a bit later. No need to worry. Hurry along. Okay, well, I was afraid of being alone, so thanks for staying with me this whole time. Take care of yourself. I really hope I'll get to see you again someday. Yeah, you can be her daddy. She can be your new daughter. Ooh, do I want those rabbit ears? Ooh, I need to save... Maybe I need to save those rabbit ears. Where's my artist? I guess they're... What the fuck are you thinking, Corey? I was just comparing rabbit ears. I guess they're similar enough. Like, it could be a different reference image, but... Like, the structure of the rabbit ears are similar enough. Like, she is more, like, these are just, like, ones, like, edge, what's its knick? Kink? Wrinkled? Dog ear. Like, once changed direction. And Elwyn seems to have, like, up, then slightly changed direction, and then slightly changed direction again. Like, the right ear seems to be, like, just up and change direction, but this one seems to have two changes of direction. I'm just thinking about an artwork that I commissioned Corey. Don't thank me. I have no right to be thanked. So he really did change his appearance just to be able to talk with Elwyn a bit more. Yep, that's our Gandavi. Good, and next chapter, Taboo. Taboo might be the revival, like the revival spell. With this SS, Theo X Gandava ship met the glacier and sank for good. Shame, I really want to set it to sail. Please go to start playing the blame game. Good. It began with Yuta x Lise and ends with Asha versus Lise. Yuta's not all that small, but Mr. Kazak makes him look that way. How long is he going to wear that red shirt? Please wait just a little bit longer. Okay. I'll wait just a little bit longer. Stand up for a bit and continue talking while I'm standing. Ugh. I can walk around my room, I guess. Ugh. Yeah. This is the end of good. My camera is not picking me up. I need to turn it up like this. I'm just standing now. I hope audio is still the same. Yeah, we didn't finish this yesterday. No, Monday. I think it's the right thing to... In a way, it was interesting to split it up. Even though it wasn't even my decision, or like anyone's decision, it was just Germany being an asshole. I think it is... I'm impressed how much you've guessed right. Like Theo reviving and not remembering Gandhi, for example. Right, I think I predicted... I mean, the revival was easy enough to predict. It's like, it's a 50-50 if she's going to be revived or if she's not going to be revived, right? Like, point flip. It's a 50-50. But I did say something about her having like different issues. Because my thought was that maybe Gandharva's powers would be used. That he would sacrifice himself so that Theo could be revived. But that wasn't the case. But he did use like some of his power, right? So maybe something of that was lost. Hoti Vishnu was also like something I predicted in a way with the first at the start of the entire section of the story where Asha used it when her body got slightly attacked by Yuta. I always expected it to be something of a god-related power, because that's the mystery that Asha was set up with, that Asha is related to Vishnu and that she has some god-related power. The reason people really liked Theo so much was actually because of her role before her death. I wanted that when you were guessing, but stop to avoid risk of spoiling. Okay. Yeah. I do agree that her role before the death, I don't know what her role after the death is, could be that she's just not that relevant anymore. I do think that that is a thing. That she was very good. I wanted to go through chapter 1 right now. Gandharva, Kubera, Maruna, Brilf and Sagara, Yuta and Lise. And Run and... Is her name Rana? Make it for now. And then there's Agni. The mixed genre fantasy. Okay, I know all of those characters now. I know all of the characters. Didn't you say that, I think, like, that all of these are the main characters? Like, all of them are main characters? Then I would argue, like, man, I wonder when Rana is going to be relevant. Comedy. Or a girl with a god's name. All except Rana and Kurigom. Poor Rana. Getting sidelined. That easy. Crazy. Crazy daisy. It was amazing when she confronted Sagara. You'll see how she will be from now on. Oh no. Oh no. I do think Theo is probably... I mean, it's difficult with... for Tower of God, I could do easy character top lists. And with Omniscient as viewpoint, I could also do decently easy, where I had a pretty... like good opinion of like who my top 5 or something are. But for Kubera it's hard in a different way, because a lot of the characters are good and have their great moments, but don't necessarily differentiate. Yes, but like they are not that far apart from each other in ranking wise, I would say, that I could make clear points. Like, I really like Asha in a maybe not like as a person, but as a character. Always need to differentiate these two. I can like a character even if they are an asshole, but I can like them because I hate them so much. Like, I don't know, Akainu from One Piece or something. I do think that I actually have Agni very high up. I'm not sure if Agni would be my one. Like, Agni and Theo are the first that come into my mind for, like, high rankings. It's a very frequent thing of Kubera lol. Like, Run is also nice, but I for sure would put him behind Agni and Theo. I do like Papa Smurf, but he would probably be also not there in a peak. Lise would also be behind these guys, but probably in front of Papa Smurf. I could make the tier list stream or something, where I actually think about it a bit more. Because I do think I have the template. Let me look. Where is it? Was it Pato or Stepan? Somebody... Where is it? Pato. Who is all here? Okay. If I do this, then Theo isn't even in the list. And Theo wouldn't even be in the list technically. Some of these I don't even remember. Was Utah? This is Utah, right? Was Utah still such a big mystery at the end of chapter 100 that, like, if I make this ranking, I have the struggle that I cannot do the ranking anymore of like just thinking about the memory of what it would have been at chapter 100. I would obviously have to include like my idea of what it is currently. For some characters, it's very good. For other characters, that is not that great. Who are you? What cool design? That's you, bro. Who are you? I like your hair, man. You should do it faster. Season 2, episode 100, Emo. Should do it of season 2, episode 100. Then I wouldn't need a different tier list, though, with different characters. Like, maybe because it took me too long to do the tier list for that thing, I'm skipping the first tier list. But maybe 100 chapters are not enough to make my first tier list anyways, right? So maybe it's the right thing to do it, and after season 2, chapter 100, we can do a longer tier list with everybody there. There might be, I don't know, yes, you made that. Comic tier list, I vote. You community rank. You look at that. There are no tier lists. No, I want to see what other people think. Eh. That's... Yeah. Honestly, you could make the tier list next week. I could. I could do it also this week. No, I don't have the time for it. I also really think I need to rest as much as I can to hopefully get rid of this freaking sickness as fast as possible. Maybe I play some Mario Kart World though. I'm already reached the end of season 2, part 1. Yeah, I can see that. Even if I don't know what's coming next, I can see that we have for sure reached the end of a current part of the story, where the development of this war, this invasion is now over, and we are going into a new section. What the new section entirely is, I literally have no clue at all. There's still the open thing about, like the Asha Lee situation is not an open thing. There is the open thing about what actually happened to Lise's village and mother and something. And there's also the open thing of what is the plan of Sagara and the Ananta tribe? What is Kubera up to? But I don't really know what direction the story will go. I have no idea. I cannot predict it. I do think we're going to leave the city of Kali Bloom. Not in the next arc or two, but for the next stretch of the story. We're not going to stay in Kali Bloom for the next 100 chapters or whatever. Chapter am I technically on? I am on chapter 190. Yeah. I think we're going to go to a different place. Maybe we're going to have a character switch focus, like MC switch, where Lise was our. I mean, we don't know that there are different protagonists, but Lise is the protagonist of the story. But it's said for now. So maybe we're going to have a switch of like focus, where for the next 50, 100 chapters, Lise is going to be pushed into a bit of the background, and we follow Kubera and Sagara instead. Maybe we're going to follow Gandava, wherever he has walked off to, or we're suddenly going to follow Kim Dokja. I don't know. Could be a lot of things. It's difficult to predict because I'm at the end of something. I don't know where we're going. Don't have any clues. Why did Lise need the sword? Why did we want to go here to begin with? We want the sword. Was it because the sword would be useful to fight against Maruna, so that Lise could take care of the regeneration powers? Next 50 chapters are exclusively Sagara plotlines. Serious. I hope there's like a chapter where she goes to the beach. I hope there's a chapter where she is like in a sauna. I hope there's a chapter where she is like trying to buy clothes, but for some reason they all spontaneously combust and then she's like naked. I hope she goes on a date and it's like point of view for the reader to enjoy the date together with her. Yeah, that was the reason. Yes, the sword is very useful to kill Shuras. Watch me write fan fiction about me dating Sagara. Sheesh! Well, I mean, I'm changing forms soon as well later. I'm turning into Elvin. Making my steps. Oh, I don't even have my phone in me. The steps don't even count. Putting up my phone so much my butt and then turning on the vibrating function. Hoping that people message me a lot. Lisa's deaf going to buy more clothes. The one she's wearing aren't enough. She needs more. Cover up, girly. Hide your face. Hide your children. And hide your valuables. What is the meme again? What was the meme? Let me Google that. Hide your children. Hide your kids. Hide your wife. Hide your wife. Classic me. Entity. Curry likes strong abs and boobies too much. That sort of thing do happen. I mean, understandable. Very understandable. Boobies are nice. Boobies and abs on the same person are nice as well. You know what I would take? I would take abs. Can somebody draw abs on me? I need abs. I need to work out, man. Hide your kids. Hide your wives. Wives, plural? Crazy. I'm also kind of, by the way, sorry for stretching. I'm kind of stretching out stream because I am testing if at some point anything is going to go unstable again. If I will lose connection, if I'm going to drop frames. I'm limit testing in a way to see if turning off the Wi-Fi before the stream and then turning it on again later actually helpful. I don't think that it's in any way helpful. I just think it's just unstable in Germany. I need to live with it. I need to suck it up. Yeah. Need to freaking build my Switch too. I bought a book when I was away on the last weekend. Stream today was as smooth as possible. Yeah. I also see that I have not dropped a single frame so far, which is nice. Has been good, or at least felt okay. Today's on Monday was also fine, but until it broke. Yeah, because it was all completely fine. It was completely fine. But then suddenly, my internet just was completely gone. Like a month ago, before my break, there wasn't problems like that. It wasn't like it was just dead. It was like suddenly the internet got really, really bad, but still worked in a way. But it was just really, really bad and laggy. Yeah, on Monday it was just like that, from 100 to 0 and instantly. Like, women would pay for that fast kind of pregnancy. Yeah, I bought a book. Does anybody here read? I know you guys. Do you guys read? People who read Kubera? Do you guys know Brandon Sanderson? I finally bought like one of the first books of like his stories. It's called The Way of the King, or like in German it's called Der Weg der Könige. It's part of like the Stormlight Chronicles. I found it. I found like it and the where is it? What is Licht? I don't know. I found like I found like volume 1, kind of like the start of the entire thing, and then like also like volume 7. But I only bought volume 1. I looked for like his novels for like years. I looked for it like years, like in Germany, in like Cologne, Frankfurt, Berlin, like in all of the cities that I visited for something. I always was like in bookshops and looked for one of his books. Even when I went to like visit my brother when he was working in London, I was looking like in a London bookshop, but still didn't find anything from him. Now I randomly find his book and just bought it. I was still debating, should I buy it? I could also, because I have it in German now, and my one fear is that the German translation is sometimes iffy. I have no idea. I hope they're like not like, because it's like fresher translated or something, but it shouldn't be fresh translated. I hope it's not like just like ChatGPT translation. I hope it's well translated, because I want to get into his work, because I've heard like really great things about him and his stories, the expansive world, the great lore, world building and everything. I even bought like, because Brandon Sanderson also has like started like a Kickstarter last year or something for a TTRPG thing system. I also backed that because I was also interested in it. And yeah, the stream has been good. Did you try to do anything about your internet in the last month? I tracked my my values. I can show you those. Books Wave the King's currently in my backlog. I've read the Mistborn ones in the first Elantris books. The ones translated to Portuguese pretty much. These books are usually well translated. Yeah, you would hope so, right? Where is it? Google Docky. There it is. Yeah, I can. This is my internet over the last month or so. Let me get you guys up. Geschwindigkeit is German for speed. And my download has been also like kinda wonky in different ways. Of like it was like, at worst it was like below 500, but most of the time it was like around the 750 to like 900 mark, which is fair because oh, you just love graphs. Which is fair because I'm like promised 1000 for like the download speed, Mbps. But for upload, you see how freaking wonky it is. It's like, oh my god, sometimes it's below 10 in freaking upload speed. I'm promised 50, by the way, 50 Mbps upload, which is good enough to stream, but it's also kind of crazy that I'm promised 1000 down, but 50 up. Like the discrepancy between the two is just crazy and wild to me. But as you can see, it's like, at the start of April it was like horrible, and suddenly it was good again at one day, and then it was also like only 50%, but then it was perfect again, and then it dropped down to around 10 again. and then it went up a bit, but then it went down again, and then it was up, hard down, and then for a few days at the end of March, April, at the end of April, kinda, it kept around like the 50 mark. If I do one right now, a speed test, I mean, I'm doing it so you can't see it because it would show like IP address and stuff. It currently stabilized. I have no idea why or what. It's just not reliable. I feel like even if it's good now, what if suddenly the next day it's not good again? And even if I call my provider, it could be freaking terrible because maybe they fix it for the next week. Wow, stream is now laggy. Yeah, I'm dropping frames. My download speed at the moment is 929, and my upload right now is 11. Yeah, so that's the thing. Speed test kind of melted the stream for a while there, lol. Seems normal now. Yep, seems to have stabilized. I don't know. Maybe it was because I opened up my Chrome browser as well. I opened up the Chrome browser for the speed test so that you guys couldn't see it. Maybe it was because of that there were slight issues for a moment. But that's also a problem in itself. If I always stream with Opera GX. Like I read inside, like my Webtoon is always open in Opera GX. But if my freaking internet for a stream can't handle that I have Opera GX open and Google Chrome, how am I supposed to stream something like Apex Legends or Mario Kart or any other freaking online game? Like, yes, I understand that the more taxing kind of thing you do, it's harder to stream it, and it's going to be more like demanding for the internet. But it shouldn't be this bad. If I really had stable 50 Mbps, I should 100% be smoothly streaming the entire time. Even if I decided to not only stream on YouTube, but multi-stream on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and Pornhub. I don't know. It should be stable. And it's not. But yeah, at this point, we have reached the end of everything. I stretched the ending out a bit longer. Besides the speed test part, it did seem to be pretty stable all the way. Had a good jab with you guys. Nice little Satsudan ending section here. I don't know when the next stream will be. I'm planning different things. Many of them will not be interesting for you, but there are things I want to do. There's also German content planned, because most of you don't speak German. I'm thinking how I can do anything. I'm probably going to do, like, even if the streams are in German, I might do like videos where it's going to be like not compilation, like summary. Like the stream will be in German, but then there will be like a 10 to 15 minute summary video in English or something, so that even people from other languages can technically participate. Yeah, but that depends if anybody's even interested in Inazuma 11 or other content. But that's something I want to pursue now that the game is going to be releasing in like a month or so. But yeah, for now, thank you everyone, all 5, 4, 6, 7 of you that have been here. The lurkers, love you. I will kiss your necks, like very lovingly, nuzzlingly. Nom 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 nom. Next time you will be able to earn coins again, I guess. But for now, all that's left to be said is stay happy, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay cultured. Pyro, out. Bye. Let's reactivate you as well. Thanks to learn German. Struggle.